Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we are going to be taking a look at Johnny Lightning's Muscle Cars USA release number 2. This is 2022 release number 2, version A, so these are exactly like the ones that we see on the packaging. Unfortunately I don't have version B for this video. I grabbed these quite a while ago. I forget actually, it's been a couple months, but I've just had them in my little stockpile below the desk here. So real quick, we're going to just go over what we have here. Starting off on the left, we've got an '01 Chevy Corvette Z06. So this is the, well, we'll get into the facts later, but this is kind of a custom setup for drag. You can see a little bit of exhaust sticking out of the fender there. So not exactly a factory Corvette, obviously, if you can't already tell by the fact that it's doing a wheelie. Next up, we've got a 2013 Chevy Camaro ZL1. Absolutely nailed the wheels on this one. The wheels look awesome on this thing. Another Nicky Camaro. I think I've got several now, don't I? I think this might be a Nicky that I'm playing with there. And then there's another black. This is a 6th generation Camaro ZL1, but it's also a Nicky edition. I think that one's an Auto World. Anyway, next up, we've got a 79 Chevy Monte Carlo and a 73 Pontiac Le Mans GT. Apparently, they're calling this a new casting again, I guess now because it's a 79 instead of a 78. I think they've done a 78 pretty recently, but I'm pretty sure the 78 had slightly different headlights than the 79, so technically it's a new casting. And then the 73 Le Mans down at the bottom. I do have my fair share of Grand Ams, but I don't think I have any Le Mans in that body style, so that is pretty cool. Really nice color on that one. I love that green and gold. Very nice looking. And down on the end now we have a pair of classic Mopars. We've got everybody's favorite, the 69 Dodge Charger in nice light blue. And a 67 Plymouth GTX. So this is a bit of an earlier model GTX than I think what I have. I think I have, I'm scanning and searching my shelves now. I think I have like an early 70s GTX. Yeah, there it is. It's purple. I'll pull it down later in the video, but I don't have any 60s model GTXs. I have some Coronets and things like that. A lot of Cudas. A lot of Challengers. And Darts, too. I don't know why. I have like 6 or 7 Dodge Darts up there. It's so many of them. Alright, so let's start opening some stuff up here. Alright, so here is the 2013 Chevy Camaro ZL1 in, as the paint code says here, black. As you can see, we've got the Nicky stripe down the side. This is a convertible, obviously, with the top up. I wish Johnny Lightning would do a hardtop 5th generation, even if it is a ZL1. Obviously, I'm a bit partial to the hardtops, because that's what I have. But like I wanted to say, yeah, they really nailed the wheels on this. The wheels look absolutely perfect. That is exactly what the wheels on the 5th generation Camaros looked like. And of course the front end of the ZL1 with the dual fog lights up there and that really cool hood. Very, very nice looking car. Very aggressive looking. Although the axle width, if you can see that, it's faint, but it's there. The axle width is a little bit wide, so the wheels do poke out a little bit, but a very, very good looking car. I don't think the hood opens on this casting. If we look closely, it looks pretty sealed. This may be a borrowed Auto World casting, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe Auto World borrowed the casting from Johnny Lightning. But Auto World just recently released a Camaro ZL1 for the, what are they, the Deluxe series? They're not the Auto World Premium, they're the Auto World Deluxe from Target, and that one did not have an opening hood either, so that may be the same casting, but now with a metal base and rubber tires. So real quick, I'm gonna not knock that over. I'm going to take a look at our muscle facts here. It says, at the Nürburgring, the Camaro ZL1 recorded a 7-minute, 41.27 second lap, which was nearly 40 seconds quicker than the 2009 Camaro SS. The ZL1 name originated with the ZL1 aluminum racing engine that was developed in the 1960s. It was installed in only 69 units of regular production 1969 Camaros. Wow. That's not a lot. Very, very cool though. So that is the 2013 Chevy Camaro ZL1, and now I'm going to have to, oh, real quick, you know what? We'll bring this guy out. Ooh. Knock the Corvette over. I do want to show you real quick just the 6th generation. I believe this is a 2019, does it say on the base? No, I believe though this is a 2019 Chevy Camaro ZL1. So just a little bit of the differences there. The 6th generation is obviously a much more aggressive front end, much more aggressive styling. Still a very good looking car. It's got a bit of dust on it. So dust that off real quick. There we go. That looks a little better. But again, that is the 2013, and I believe, like I said, I believe 2019 ZL1, and this being an Auto World. So we'll go ahead and put that guy back. And we'll move this over into a parking space. So, next up, we will get into the 2001 Chevy Corvette Z06. Really cool. Oh wow, it even says who took the picture down there. Alright, let's crack it open and check this thing out. Alright, so here is our 2001 Corvette Z06. As you can see, it's got nice little skinnies in the front, big Mickey Thompsons with bead locks in the back, so this thing is ready to stand up on the drag strip. Very cool looking car. Still got exhaust tips in the back. I'm not really sure. I don't know this car. This is a replica of a real car. I don't know if this still has a full exhaust out here, and this is just a port for the whatchamacallit, the wastegate. I think that's what it is. Like an outlet for the turbo, if this is a turbo car. But I imagine, Here, we'll take a look at the facts real quick. It says, this 2001 Corvette was the previous official shop car of RPM Transmissions out of Anderson, Indiana. And owner and crew chief Rodney Masson, clip the box there, right at Masson something, and driven by his son Cameron, Massengale, raced this Corvette, earning the title of the 2012 NMCA Real Street Champions. Or Real Street Champion. So, I guess that would be what, Pro Street Class? It looks like what you'd expect to see on a turbo car, that big exhaust port right there on the side of the fender. That's usually the outlet for, I think that's for the wastegate. I could be mistaken, but there you go. Very cool. Oh, and we forgot to, what was the paint code on that? Torch Red. Torch Red is a factory GM color for the early 2000s Corvettes. My, oh, there you go. There's RPM Transmissions across the windshield. That's pretty cool. No opening hood again on this one. Kind of disappointing, but oh well. My 5th generation Corvette collection is kind of lacking. I know I have one in the case, and I think like 1 or 2 other ones, but not a whole lot of 5th generation C5 Corvettes, as they're called. Very good looking car though. Very nice. It's got the RPM Transmissions license plate on there. I think the Camaro has a Nicky license plate. Yeah. We haven't been looking at our bases. 3/23/2022 is the production date for those. I don't think there's a year, make, and model printed on these guys. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah. Same production date, no year, make, or model. Pretty cool. They they are actually slicks in the back, and then they're not really skinnies up front, but you get the idea, you know. Very cool. So next up, we're going to get into the 1979 Chevy Monte Carlo. Really, really cool looking car. Love, love, love G-bodies. I'll get the lift set up. There's cat hair on it, as always. All right. All right, so there is our 79 Chevy Monte Carlo. As you can see, this one does have an opening hood that is probably either a 305 or a 350 under the hood there. Late 70s, probably a 305, honestly, because, you know, the late 70s weren't exactly the muscle car era. Still a really, really good looking car. Really nice lines on the side of that car, and the paint looks fantastic on this thing. Nice metal flake, kind of a maroonish brown. I guess that's a chrome trim along the fenders and the bottom of the rockers there. Very nice looking car. You have a license plate on here. It says 79 Monte. Very nice looking car. I guess that is a... Is that a vinyl top? Because it kind of looks like it has metal flake to it. Is it just like matte? I don't know. Maybe it's like a two-tone. It kind of looks like a two-tone. Like the, if you look at the hood, there's definitely two colors going on there. What's our, here, what's our paint code? Oh, yeah, it is two-tone. Carmine poly and dark carmine poly. So that's not a vinyl top. That's part of the two-tone paint job. That's actually really nice. Wow, that looks cool. Not crazy about the wheels. They're, you know, they fit the car, but, you know, paint job is really cool. All right, let's take a look at our muscle facts here. It says this is the first release of our all-new 1979 Chevy Monte Carlo casting. They said the same thing about the 78. It's the same car with different headlights. There were 4 engine options for the 1979 Monte Carlo. The top-of-the-line version was the 4-barrel, 305 cubic inch V8 producing 140 horsepower. Yikes. I do believe that is in late 70s. I think they were making them put up net horsepower. So that's your 140 at the wheel. So you imagine probably maybe 200 horsepower at the back of the crankshaft. So a 305 with a 4-barrel on it making 200 horsepower, you can, yeah, it's still not great. I guess they didn't, yeah, I guess they didn't have a 350 in it. But still, like I said, really cool looking car. At least you can get it with a V8. I imagine the other engine options were a smaller V8, a large V6, and a small V6. Probably the 3.8 liter V6 was probably in that mix somewhere. Was that out in the late 70s? Or was that an early 80s thing? I don't know. Comment if you know. So we'll go ahead and leave that over here with the rest of the Chevys. We got the Camaro, the Corvette, and the Monte Carlo. Next up, we will open the 73 Pontiac Le Mans GT. Very, very cool looking car. All right. All right, so here is our 1973 Pontiac Le Mans GT, I should say. Hood doesn't really want to open too far, but you can kind of get a peek in there. That, I don't know what that is. That could be early 70s, maybe it's still a 455, but I wish I knew my Pontiacs a little better. Maybe a 400, 401. I don't know. The card doesn't say. I can't cheat. But either way, a cool looking car. Really nice gold stripe along the side there. That looks really nice with this paint job. The metal flake is really standing out under the light here. This thing looks awesome. I like that it doesn't have a vinyl top. I think all of my Grand Ams have vinyl tops. This is a very similar looking car to the Grand Ams. A little bit different maybe, yeah. But yeah, wow. That is a really nice looking car. Nice tan interior in there. Just about make out the shifter on the floor there. Maybe a 4-speed car. And then we do have license plates on this one. It says Le Mans Creative. Looks really good from the front. So our muscle facts here. It says this is the first 1973 Pontiac Le Mans GT ever produced by Johnny Lightning. I'm sure they've produced many other years of Le Mans GTs, but not specifically a 73. The Le Mans was completely redesigned from the previous year, but retained the exact same wheelbase. So I believe the Le Mans was similar in body shape and body style to the GTO and stuff like that. And then our paint code here is Verdant Green Poly. Yeah, it is a very, very nice color. I like that a lot. Get our card tucked away there. Very, very good looking car. Nice. So we will park that up with the rest of the GM stuff in the parking lot here, and we are left with our 2 MOPARs for this series. So let's crack open the Charger first. Alright, so here is the classic 69 Dodge Charger, everybody's favorite year. This is the same year as the General Lee. Obviously not painted up like the General Lee, but really, really good looking car. I've been doing a little bit more research on my motors, on my Dodge motors. That I still can't figure them out. What was this? So this is a 69 RT. So it's probably a 440. It's not a 6-pack. So it's either a 426, obviously, or a 440. Very nice looking car. Really good looking paint job. There's the nice RT stripe on the back. We have a license plate on here, as well as some big, huge exhaust tips. There you go. There's your answer. It's a 440 with a 4-speed. Nice combo. Really nice combo. Chrome gas cap. Yucko. Look at the size. Okay, they obviously wanted to make sure you knew this was a 4-speed. Look at the size of the shifter in that one. Can we zoom in a little bit closer, maybe? Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's its own separate piece. Like, it's not cast into the interior like most of the shifters are and interiors are. We took a look at the one in the Pontiac, right? You can kind of see there's a shifter. You can't see it through the back window. You can kind of see there's a piece for the shifter cast into the interior. They specifically went out of their way to make an entire enormous shifter for this one. That's really funny. Definitely a 4-speed. Look, you can see it sticking up. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and close our hood here. There we go. Really nice looking car. The white interior and white stripe really, really set this thing off nicely. So we'll go ahead and take a peek at the base here. It does say production date. So this is an older casting. You can tell by the older Johnny Lightning logo there, the one that had the wheel on it. That's kind of cool. Very nice looking car. So we'll take a look at our muscle facts here. It says the top of the line engine for the 1969 Dodge Charger was the 426 Hemi with a massive 425 horsepower. Yeah, I believe the 440, not the 6-pack, the regular 440 with the, I think, what, the 4-barrel, made 390 horsepower. Back in 1969, adding the RT option increased the buying price around $600. I can't imagine the price difference between an RT Charger today and like a base model Dodge Charger. The price difference has to be like astronomical. Oh, and what was our paint code here? Light blue poly. All right. Get our card tucked away in the box there. One more nice look at that car. Very good looking Charger. Cool, cool, cool. So we'll park this one over here. start our own row for the Mopars. And last but not least, we will get into the 1967 Plymouth GTX. Really, really cool looking car. I'm excited about this one. Alright, so here is our 1967 Plymouth GTX. The wheels on this thing are... Actually, they look maybe... Are they a little different from what's on the Charger? No, they're the same wheels as the Charger, it looks like. Very nice looking, though. Really, really cool looking car. Another one with a massive shifter sticking up out of the floor. That's funny. So I imagine this is another 4-speed car. Let's go ahead and zoom in real close on that. That's awesome looking. I love that copperish, almost gold, but more copper interior. Really, really nice looking. And then the roof to match. Again, I don't think that's supposed to be a vinyl top. I think that's just like a two-tone top. License plate on here says 67 GTX. Cool, cool, cool. Very nice looking car. Under the hood, I'm not 100% sure if that's a 440 or a Hemi. Might be a 440. I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know. Really, really cool looking car, though. Absolutely love this thing. Go ahead and close our hood here. Nice little hood scoops on there. Plymouth lettering across the front of the hood. We have a cheater badge. Aha! There you go. It's a Hemi. A cheater badge. Very cool looking car. Absolutely love it. So what is our paint code on here is white with medium copper poly. So it says the GTX was the high performance trim level of the Plymouth Belvedere. The GTX had very limited options available from the factory. Instead, it was touted as a top-of-the-line muscle car, as is from the factory. So it was kind of not so much luxury, you know, fully loaded. It was stripped down, meant for performance, which is what I like to tell myself about my car, which is a 1SS. My car has cloth seats. I got the V8, but I got cloth seats. I like to tell myself they weigh less than the leather seats. It's performance-oriented. Anywho, really cool looking car. Absolutely love, love, love this thing. Another awesome Mopar to the collection. And like I said, I don't have any other early model GTXs like this, like the Belvedere. I will show you. This is... Here we go. Oh, no, I lied. I lied. What is this? Oh, okay. So I have a 67 here. I have a 70 here, which is kind of the same body style. I'll go ahead and scoot them over a little bit. And then in that awesome Plymouth purple that everybody loves, I have a 71. So you can see the 71 is a bit of a different body style. That is a 440 with a 6-pack in that one. Very cool. And then, what was this one? This is another one with a 440 and a 6-pack in it. So I guess the 67, the earlier model, is the Hemi car. Cool, cool, cool. So that is going to be all 6 cars for today's video. So I'll go ahead and pull these up for a final look here. Let's do you. And then you. And then, no, it's too close now. There we go, that's a little better. So that is going to do it for today's video, guys. That is Johnny Lightning Muscle Cars USA 2022, release number 2, version A. Really cool stuff. So you know what to do by now. Leave a comment, leave a like, let me know which car was your favorite one, and I am going to go and try and find somewhere to put these cars because I'm I'm running out of room. I'm not running out of room. I have ran out of room. Yeah, I mean, the desk is becoming a parking lot at this point. The parking garages are all full. That's jam-packed. It's getting out of hand. I think it's time for maybe a new wall display case over on the wall to my right here, but I don't know. I'll see what I can find. Anyway, I'm rambling on about nothing. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button for me, and I will see you in the next video.